Welcome to another edition of Alicia's Delicious Dishes. I've not done one of these videos for a while because I've just been busy, so there's quite a lot to catch up on. Let's have a look at what our favourite culinary kitchen queen has been making recently. To start it off, we've got to talk about the famous Pop-Tart pie she made. And what a fantastic idea, a Pop-Tart pie. Because why would you want to just stick some Pop-Tarts in a toaster when you can waste a shitload of money, time and energy on making a massive tray of sugary shite that even the dogs are not going to eat after the kids refuse to eat it? So to start off, Alicia put a load of ready-made pastry in the bottom of this massive pan. In total, she decided to use 6 pie crusts. Yeah, 6 pie crusts for 12 kids. Because even a 4-year-old needs a half a pie crust to herself. Then she added 1.5 cans of pie filling, because you know you've got to include as much sugar as possible in every fucking recipe. She wasn't sure if there was quite enough sugar, so she tried appealing to the gods of excess sugar by holding it up and offering it to them. Some sort of religious offering, but they obviously refused it because there wasn't quite enough sugar yet. But don't worry, our girl Alicia knows how to rectify that. So after she covered all that sugar up with more ready-made pie crust, and in true Alicia Doherty style, she cut off the excess pastry and just put it in the bin because, you know, why save it and use it for somewhere else when you can just put it in the fucking bin, you wasteful twat. So after she moulded a bit more, covered it in dog hair and hand germs and a bit of egg wash, she put it in the oven. Then when she got it out, she covered it in this funfetti frosting, which is literally just a pot of fucking sugar. I mean, I'm no chef. But surely it's common sense not to put fucking frosting on top of a hot pie. Look at it, just fucking melting straight away. She's a fucking knobhead. So the first layer is melting, so she's got to use a full pot of it, just so you'll be able to see it. And if there wasn't quite enough sugar in this concoction, she added sprinkles on top. I think she got the inspiration from this next recipe from the hundreds of comments in her comment sections, asking why her husband Josh never helps her out around the house and that he's a waste of space and he's lazy and all that. Teamed with the fact that her views have been dwindling lately and she's wanting something to give it the shock factor to get her viewers back. So she decided to make a recipe out of her husband Josh's legs, because everyone loves a good human leg recipe. And Josh doesn't need them anyway because he does fuck all.
Make it the pork and bacon.
Alright, she keeps saying it's pork, but we all know the truth, don't we, guys?
Has maple syrup, soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, and pepper. This recipe is seriously so good. I've also made it with Coke, like a can of Coke, like you just pour Coke over it.
I love that she felt the need to clarify that she meant a can of Coke and not the other kind of Coke. It wouldn't surprise me either way. So the first step is to wrap Josh's legs, the pork loin, in bacon.
Are you ever home alone and you think you hear footsteps upstairs? Gotta love old houses. And or dogs. Miracle? Dixie's right there. It's gotta be Miracle upstairs. No, Miracle's right there. Why am I hearing footsteps upstairs?
I feel like someone was gonna attack or rob Alicia. But when they found out it was a crazy cannibal that lived in the house and she was cooking up her husband's legs, they just decided to hide upstairs. I'm not being funny, but if that was me and I was just cooking in my kitchen and there were no pets upstairs and I was definitely the only one in the fucking house, I'd be fucking out of there. But I guess Alicia's got these fucking magic cameras, so she doesn't have to fucking worry about anything else. I can't believe she's so fucking blasé about that. I'd be fucking shitting myself. Anyway, so once Josh's legs are wrapped in the bacon, she's put it in the crock pot because that's the only way you can cook anything in the Doherty Dozen house. Unless, of course, you're cooking it on that dirty fucking grill in the back garden. Then she mixes the marinade ingredients up in a bowl, using just, random measurements. She's making it for 14 people, so she has to, times the recipe measurements by, 50.
I would need 12 tablespoons, and I bet I have about 4.
Oh, you don't have enough. Don't worry, Lishy. It'll taste just as shit no matter what you put in it. I see the apron's back as well, Lishy. I love it. And this is what it looked like when it was finished. I've got to tell you the truth, it doesn't look that bad. Josh has never looked this good. For some reason, it does look a bit dry in the middle. But as far as Alicia's delicious dishes go, this has got to be one of the better ones. Finally, Josh has done something good for the family. And I couldn't not mention this diabolical concoction that she calls a snackety board. Let's look at it more closely. So if you start from the inside, it looks quite normal, like salami, cheese, seeds, fruit and veg and stuff. But after that, it gets fucking grimmer and grimmer the further out you go. So she's got these cheesy cracker biscuit things, whatever you want to call them. And she's put one piece of cereal on top of them. Like, yeah, we all fucking love cereal on our crackers. I can't get over it. One single piece of cereal on a cracker. What the fuck is that about? Psychopathic behaviour, that girl. And then she's done that thing she always does by filling celery with peanut butter and putting raisins on top. That's just a weird combination. But I know that the kids are fussy because she's always saying they've got like food aversions and stuff. Does she really think that putting peanut butter on top of celery and adding raisins to it is going to make it more appetising? Spoiler alert, it fucking doesn't. The next part was the bit that did me in. Fucking shrimp. Served at room temperature where it's been laid out for ages waiting for the kids to come home. So warm, wet, gross shrimp that's been dipped in the peanut butter from the celery things. Yummy combination, Lishy. And again, that same gross, warm, soggy shrimp, what's probably gone bad by the time the kids get to eat it, is touching the broccoli that she's put on the outside of it. Raw broccoli, by the way. Another thing the kids with food aversions are going to eat, of course. Then if the kids didn't get food poisoning from this monstrosity, look what they had for dinner after that. She calls it white chilli, but I'm pretty sure she's just scraped up a week's worth of chicken shit from Mother Clucker and chucked a bit of sweet corn on top. Because that, what she's made, looks fuck all like what I've googled. This is what it's supposed to look like. Alicia's version looks like she's eaten the proper one, then vomited it up and put it in a crock pot. And to finish off the meal, she gave the kids some dirty dishwater, complete with the bubbles, and threw some purple glitter on top. Bon appetit!